Hello children, welcome to your very own channel, Ammu&You, where I am Ammu and I am here to narrate lovely stories to you. Stories that have big takeaways and at the same time they are so interesting. Now, today the story that I have for you is named The Goldfish and the Demon, written by the wonderful author Sudha Murthy. Once upon a time, long ago, there lived a fisherman in a small village. His name was Suraj. He was a very kind and hard-working man. He lived there with his wife named Laxmi. Now, Laxmi was not as hard-working as Suraj. All the time she would keep cribbing. I have to work so much, I have to work all day, I have to work so hard. Oh my God, I don't know why my parents got me married to this useless man, my husband. And her husband, Suraj, would go out every day in the sea on a small boat with his net to catch fish. And he would try to catch as many fish as possible. But whatever he would catch would just be enough for one day. His wife Laxmi was not happy with this. She always said, "You catch only so little fish that it is barely enough for us. Why can't you do something else so that we get more money? I am here working, cooking all the time, and even a monster would be having a better life than me. I am really worse than a monster." Oh, a monster? And then Suraj would say, "Oh, why do you say that, Laxmi? We are blessed with so much. God has given us a home, even if it is small. It's a shelter. God gives us food every day so that we don't go hungry. And both of us are living together happily. Can't we be happy together?" And by that time, it was bedtime and Laxmi was going to sleep. Mosquitoes were biting and she said, "These horrible mosquitoes, they don't even let me sleep after a full day work. What life is this? My condition is really worse than that of even a monster." And Suraj would again try to explain to her that that is not so. Be grateful with whatever we have. Look how happy we can be. We live in a small, beautiful village. But all this was useless because our Laxmi was snoring to glory, fast asleep. Next day, both of them woke up as usual, and Laxmi, while washing clothes, screamed and told Suraj, "Listen, there is no firewood for cooking stove. Get the firewood today by evening or you won't get anything to eat. And remember, you need to get that fish too so that I can cook. Enough of all this. I'm really so fed up." And Suraj, listening to all this crip, walked away to the sea, took his boat, sailed to the ocean, threw his net happily and waited for some fish there. There was no fish. Day flew by, afternoon flew by, and it was evening, and there was not a single fish in his net. He prayed to the sun god that was going to set. "You Almighty, can you just help me please to get at least one fish so that my dear wife Laxmi is not upset when she sees me empty-handed. I have to go with some firewood too. I admit there are some good days and some bad days, but at least one fish, please." And And then while the sun was setting, suddenly he felt some movement in his net. He pulled out the net and suddenly he saw a goldfish. It was opening its mouth to gasp. A goldfish! So beautiful! I have never ever seen such a beautiful fish before. Dear Lord, thank you so much for such a beautiful fish. Hey, fisherman! Fisherman, who's calling out to me? And he saw it was the goldfish. Hey man, you've caught me. Please, can you let me go? I want to go back to my family. My family is waiting for me. And you know what? If you are kind to me, I am ready to share my magical powers with you to grant all that you want. You can talk? Oh my God, goldfish! And then a talking one. It's such a special one. I cannot take this special one and cut it and eat it. No, no, no. I have to let you go to your family. You are indeed very special. Okay, goldfish, I'm so happy I could really see you. Go back to your family. And he let out that fish into the ocean. The goldfish was so happy as it danced back into the water, saying, "Thank you so much, you kind fisherman. You really, really are very kind. I will never forget your kindness. And tell me anything you want, and I will indeed fulfill your wish." And the fisherman, Suraj, he said, but I have everything. What should I want? No, no, fish, I don't want anything. And then he remembered his wife. Oh, little goldfish, oh, queen of the waters, thank you for your kind words. And can you come to the surface and listen to my fish again? I just have a small wish. Yes, of course, yes. There is no firewood at home for my wife to cook. And if there is no firewood, we won't have anything to eat. My wife will be very unhappy. No worries, go back home, said the goldfish. You'll find wood right there. Suraj couldn't believe his ears as he went back home, wondering what awaits him. He reached home, and to his amazement, what? He saw a big pile of firewood in front of his house. And his wife was so happy. My God, so much of firewood I got, and this kind goldfish arranged for it. Oh my God. He went inside and he told his wife about the goldfish. And what did his wife do? Hey, why you braying like a donkey? What is it? You shouting at me in joy to just show me this firewood? Haven't you seen firewood before? Oh no, I want to tell you about the wish that the goldfish granted me. What? The goldfish granted you wish for the firewood and you didn't ask for food? Oh my God, what a stupid man you are. Run, go back and ask for food before that goldfish vanishes away. Now Suraj couldn't decide what to do, but seeing his wife's anger, he ran back to the ocean and called out for the fish. Oh, queen of fish, goldfish, can you please come to the surface and listen to me? I have something to say. Now, my wife needs food. She wants grains and foodstuff. Would it be too much for me to ask you to grant this wish? Oh, don't worry, go back. Your wish is fulfilled. Suraj returned home and he saw his wife so much filled with joy, with so much of food, grain all around the house. Now there was so much peace in the house, but it was only for a few days, because so happy was Laxmi with all the food that she had got, she asked for a party. She told Suraj, I want to host a party at home for my friends. Huh? A party? Okay. Invite your friends. Why you ask me? Array, I ask you because what will I wear to that party? Do I have enough clothes or appropriate jewelry to wear with it? Go to that fish of yours and ask for them. Huh? But we don't need, we have enough clothes, and why do you need jewelry? Shut up, go back. I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of my friends. My condition is worse than that of a monster. My husband doesn't even understand the need of a woman. And she started crying. Oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I'll go and see what is to be done. And Suraj hesitantly went back to the ocean and called out for the goldfish again. Oh, queen of fish, can you please come? My wife wants to throw a party and she wants proper things in the house to get it furnished, and proper clothes and jewelry too. I don't know, I don't want all of this, but my wife does not listen. She has forced me to come and ask for all of this to you. Now, the goldfish smiled and said, oh, you kind fisherman, don't you worry. Go back, your wish is fulfilled. Suraj went back home and saw that his house was a big house now. No more a small hut. It was a beautiful house, a beautifully furnished house with all the good furniture. And then he saw that his wife Laxmi was all dressed up in expensive clothes, wearing wonderful jewelry. He couldn't believe his eyes. So much! Such a big house. And Laxmi was dancing around in joy, saying, oh, we've had a bungalow overnight and such a beautiful house. No one has a house as beautiful as ours. My friends will look and see that how beautiful I am in the silk sari and wearing such amazing jewelry. Nobody has such jewelry. And she was dancing around in joy. And she said, why, Suraj, you sitting there with such a long face? Suraj said, I am not liking this greed. You have asked for a house, furniture, clothes, jewelry. This is being greedy, Laxmi. This is being greedy. I am not happy with so much greed. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. You will please go and ask for diamond jewelry. The fish forgot to give it to me. What is this? Laxmi, you have so much of gold jewelry. No, 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 no. My condition is worse than that of a monster. And Suraj again had to go. And the fish again was called. And the fish again granted the wish to the hesitant Suraj. Suraj was so ashamed to ask, but what to do? His wife was getting aggressive. By the day, we have so much of gold, we have so much of valuables in our house, and now I am scared that the robbers would come and steal us. We need a very strong guard now. You foolish man, couldn't you think of this and ask for one? A guard? Now you want me to go to that fish again? Yes, you must go to that fish again. And go and ask for a security guard who is tall, muscular, and dangerous. Someone who is so scary that can scare anyone away by just looking at him. Suraj was again forced to go there. And with shame on his face, he told the fish once the fish came, I cannot handle this greed in my wife, but she has forced me asking for a security guard. Please, this would be my last wish. I will never come again. The fish smiled and said, granted, go back. He went back home. Laxmi, Laxmi. And he saw a strong, muscular figure standing in front of the house. He looked at the face and screamed. Oh my God! The face looked like his wife Laxmi, but she had become a monster, a scary, strong monster. And he realized that the wish that was granted this time was to make the wife a strong, muscular monster. Now the wife realized his mistake. She cried, go back to the fish, take back your wish. Please change me back to my old self. I don't want all these riches. Just change me back, change me back. But what to do? Suraj said, I had promised that this would be the last wish. And hence the golden fish had said, fine, since this is your last wish, you will never find me here again. Even if you call me every day, I'm sure I won't find her. And go and try. Suraj went, called out for the goldfish. But no goldfish. The goldfish had said that this was its last wish and Suraj would never see it again. This was how the greed of Laxmi ended her life. She was a happy woman. She could have been a happy lady with whatever she had. She had been granted so much, but she wanted more, and she did become a monster like security. So children, greed is horrible. Never allow it to enter your mind. Be happy with whatever you have. Be grateful with whatever you have. That is what the story teaches us. That is what I believe in. And that is what you should also practice. You've liked the story? You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Send me a message telling me how you like the story. And wait for me till I come again with another lovely story for you. Bye-bye, children. And thank you for listening to the story.